this session of Shaking Through, we recorded a band from Brooklyn called Mutual Benefit. This was a simple song, but because of the way that the band is typically used to working, they feel obligated to search and search and search for the right ideas, the right instruments, the right performances. And that's really, really cool. But while they're accustomed to working under the limitations of what gear they have, what producers or engineers they may or may not have to collaborate with, our limitation is time. A great artist can come up with excellent art a lot faster and a lot more efficiently than I think people making music today give themselves credit for. And Shaking Through proves that.
So for the basic track, Dillon played drums, Mike played bass, and Jordan played the piano and did a scratch vocal. When Jordan first started playing the piano in the basic track, right off the bat, I thought it was great. He's not like a super flashy piano player. He's just like super reserved, super in the pocket, and it sounds awesome. We put the two Neumann KM184s on the back where the soundboard is. We had a spaced stereo pair, and then since he's playing mostly like mid-register stuff, we wanted to go with something a little bit darker. We were talking about this idea of we'll take the front off here, and then we put like a t-shirt in between the hammers and the strings, and then that way it just kind of just like mutes the attack of everything and kind of makes it like a darker piano sound.
Yeah, whatever you guys.
It might sound really cool.
Yeah, I'm into it. Cool. Winding road and setting suns take us back from where we come, and I don't want. That one felt good.
Jordan is accustomed to having Jake do numerous takes of violins, numerous harmonies, almost to try to build an orchestral background of violins. All right, you want to just stack the parts from that center position real quick, like so staying where you are. Yeah. That brings up a pretty interesting issue, and that is that 10 violinists playing well-scripted parts that sort of are arranged well to go together sounds like one thing. One person playing all 10 of those parts 10 times sounds very different. It sounds pretty good.
Cool.
We were making adjustments while you were doing that, so if we could do that, take that again. That'd be great.
And what we would do is when he would play like another take of the same voice, we'd have him move around the microphone, so like his position in the room would change. Because where you are, like where you're standing in relation to the microphone, changes how the microphone picks up the instrument. So if you have him move around, then it's not at least just like 20 tracks of violin, all from the same spot, all getting picked up the same exact way, and just stacking on top of each other.
So we spent quite a while, layering violin after violin after violin, and it really came out great. It sounded awesome. Play for a second that low stuff real quick. Okay. It does. It does, right? You guys think that works? I think that works.
Them being a band that, you know, they're like, oh, we never recorded together. We never play a song together. A lot of times that means like everything's separate and you do everything like overdubbed and you lose that sound of a band. To draw from like personal experience, if I hadn't like started like working in a studio, like, I would be in the same position where like you get stuck in that just like cycle of overdubs and just everything takes forever and you're never happy with it. But then you could come in and record a song in 2 days and be like, this is great.
When an artist gives themselves this license to search and search and search, what they're undercutting is instinct. If nothing else, what I've learned through Shaking Through is that instincts prevail under time constraints, and it's always for the better. I think this song really proved it. Shaking Through is produced by Weathervane Music, a nonprofit dedicated to supporting independent music and the community that surrounds it. Your support helps sustain this series, which creates bold new art and resources to inspire the independent music community. To get involved, go to weathervanemusic.org.